If you've got your blend, then please take a few drops of it now, whatever you choose to use. And you're in a comfortable seated position. The idea is the spine is long. Hopefully the body is not feeling too cold. We're taking a few drops in the palms of our hands. Remember not to touch your eyes if you are using a blend. And we're just going to take a few breaths in. So you're just holding the palms at the nose, inhaling and exhaling. So that oil is getting to work straight away, literally within seconds. A few more breaths. Maybe applying the oil, if you want to any area of the body. And then we're going to come to just that comfortable seat, palms up or palms down. We're closing our eyes, relaxing our shoulders, maybe growing a little taller through the spine, softening the jaw. Just starting to be aware of the natural rhythm of your breath this morning. So our breath rhythm will change throughout the day. The dominance of the nostrils changes as well. Sometimes we breathe more through the left or the right. We're just going to start to balance the two with our alternate nostril breathing. So there is the option just to be aware of the breath through the nose without using any restriction of mudra. So you could just be being aware, inhaling left, exhaling right, and inhaling right and exhaling left. Or we make that mudra tucking in the first two fingers on the right hand. So we're all going to inhale left. If you're using your mudra, you're closing the left nostril and you're exhaling right. We're inhaling right. Closing the right with the thumb, exhaling left. You all know this, so let's just take a few rounds on our own, either with or without the mudra. This is a lovely way to bring in that energy in the morning. Let's take 2 more rounds. Making sure you finish your last round with the exhale through the left nostril. There's no rush. One round is working both directions. Once you finish, just let that palm come back to the knee. Just notice the body, the mind, the breath. We're going to drop the chin down to the chest and just start to roll the head over to the right side, taking a pause once it's there. Right shoulder is soft. And then we're going to drop the chin, roll over to the left. Take that pause. And then roll back to centre, all the way now to the right, maybe holding or maybe continuing that circle. And we're going to do the same, moving the other way. Coming back to centre, and when you're ready. Let's drop the right hand to our mat. Inhale, left arm goes long. You can be looking up towards that left arm. And then drop the left, right arm long. I'm going to do that again. Right hand down, left arm long. And then dropping left, right arm long. Coming back to centre, hands now on the knees. We're going to just start to do a circle now with the whole body. So just imagine you're sitting through each glute. You've got that imaginary hula hoop through the waist. Maybe starting to incorporate shoulders a little more as well. It's quite nice just to have the eyes closed. Just feeling into your body this morning. Allowing for any tightness, any stiffness, it is first thing. But knowing we will feel better at the end of our practice. Let's change direction. You know, our practice is maintaining that health of the joints, the spine, the tissues. It's strengthening, it's stretching, it's energizing. One more circle. And we're going to come back to centre. So if you are sitting on anything, just shift it away. We're going to come onto hands and knees. So a few rounds now of our cat-cow. So have the toes soft, hands under the shoulders. We dip into the belly. And we exhale, we round the spine. We're going to take a few rounds. So yesterday you got your blessing card from our Ganesh pack. And today I picked the angel pack. And you'll never guess what the card was. It was blessings again. So I will obviously share that. I couldn't believe we got blessings 2 days in a row. So let's come back to centre now in that table. Let's reach up with the right arm, take it long, and then thread it under the left arm. So we're coming onto our right ear, right shoulder. Relax that right arm. Send your left arm first up to the ceiling and then reach it to the top of your mat. If that's not comfortable, you could be tucking it behind your lower back. So just breathe into that right shoulder. Let's take 2 more breaths. Using our left hand to push us back into that table. Inhale, left arm goes up, we reach it high, and then we thread it through the right. Left ear is now down on our mat. We reach our right arm up first, and then to the top of our mat. The bottom stays high, breathing left side. Two more breaths. Maybe even counting our blessings this morning. as we move through our class. That right hand is going to bring us back up into table. This time we're going to reach all the way to the top of our yoga mat. We're trying to grab something in front of us as we send our forehead down. You're going to feel that through the arms, the shoulders. If it doesn't feel okay, you could come into regular child's pose, sitting to the heels. 2 more breaths. Really breathe through the scapula, the trapezius muscle. We're stepping the hands back in, we're back in table, ready for downward dog. So we should be able to just tuck our toes, sit back to our heels, lift away our knees, and that should bring us into that perfect position. Start to pedal, start to walk if that feels good. Maybe a little bit of movement side to side, pushing into each hip, working down the back of the legs. Pushing back into the heels, we're going to gaze forward, step forward with the right foot, hands at inside edge of that right foot. We're going to take a walk over to our left side, so as far as you can left. Imagine you're gripping that floor, sitting back towards your right knee. Yes. Coming back in towards that right foot. Frame it, step back, plank pose, just for a moment. Knees could be on the mat. We're going to step forward, left foot, low lunge, and we take a walk over to our right side. Imagine you're gripping that floor and then pulling back towards your left knee. We can always drop the right knee down if we need. You're going to feel that tight into that glute, the hip, the groin. We come back into centre, we're going to frame that left foot, step into plank, but drop the knees to the mat, relax the toes. Lower all the way down to your mat. Release your hands alongside you. As we inhale, we're going to pull away from our mat like it's hot to touch. And then as we exhale, we're going to roll back down. 2 more like this, pulling away, rolling down. 1 more. Everything's tight, feeling all of those muscles. Exhale back down. Bring your hands just under your shoulders, push yourself up and back, take a child's pose. Sitting back, arms along. Releasing that lower back. We come back into downward dog. We're going to take a slow walk to the top of our mat. A little bit of distance in the feet. Let the body hang. Hold on to the elbows, maybe a little sway side to side. Let the arms go, take that roll up. Once you're there, we're going to take an inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, just take a twist. So you send your right hand back to your legs, your left arm goes long. So you're pulling your right shoulder back. As you inhale, come back up. Take your left arm back. Slight back bend, right arm is up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take your fold. Long spine at the top of your mat. Exhale. We're going to step back into a plank. hold for a moment. We're not going to be doing much vinyasa today. We've done quite a lot yesterday. We can drop the knees here, or we take that lower all the way down. We roll into our cobra, and we come back into our downward facing dog, pushing back. We're going to step the right foot forward, low lunge, drop the left knee down. Bring the arms high. Exhale to your heart center, take a twist over that right knee. Option to take that left knee away. Holding here. Make sure we're not collapsing the head. Pushing into the palms. Another breath here. We turn our gaze back down, we frame. We're going to step straight back into our downward dog. Ready to step that left foot forward, low lunge, right knee down to the mat, bring the arms up. Exhale to your heart center. We're taking a twist over that left knee. We can keep the right knee down or pull it away from our mat. 2 more breaths. Challenging that balance a little, lift that knees away. We're framing, we're stepping back, downward dog. Option to take the right hand away, reach towards that left leg, look under the left arm. We can also keep that hand down. Bring the right hand back, take the left hand away, reaching towards that right leg, looking under the right arm. And then back to down dog. Send that right leg back. Step forward into a high lunge, bring the arms up. Hands come back to the heart, we take that twist again, we can always drop our back knee down. Option here to slightly lower and squeeze it back up. If we're moving, we're going to do 2 more, slightly lowering and then squeezing, and 1 more. Very nice. We find our way back into that high lunge. We frame, step back, down dog. Ready to step forward with that left foot now, into that high lunge, left side. Bring the arms up. Hands to your heart, ready for that twist. Option to drop that back knee down. We have that option of moving, lowering, and squeezing up. 2 more if we're moving, we could also be holding. And 1 more. Very nice, let's frame that left foot, step to the top of our mat. Little bit of distance in the feet as we fold. This time maybe taking hold of the toes or the back of the legs as you inhale into that flat back. And you exhale lower. 2 breaths here, delving a little deeper in that forward fold. One more. We start to roll all of the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, heart center, step the feet in. We're going to come into chair pose. Option to lift away that left foot, challenging that balance a little more on the right. Or we keep both feet down. We bring the feet back together, we inhale up. We exhale back into our chair. Maybe keeping 2 feet, lifting away 1, challenging that balance. Another breath here. Feet come back together. We inhale up. We exhale down. We're twisting to our right side. Elbow out to knee. Really pushing into those palms. We're coming back to center. We're twisting the other way. Really pull that left shoulder back. Upper body's getting a nice twist and stretch this morning. We come back to center. We inhale up. Exhale heart. We're going to draw our left knee in. Squeeze it in. That foot is coming on top of the thigh. We could be reaching for some support. Hands to the heart. We could have one hand resting on something. We're going to sit back into that imaginary chair. Lovely glute and hamstring release. Keep the shoulders relaxed. We don't want to be hunching up. We're drawing down. Another breath here. We inhale. We come up. We're going to draw that knee back in. We might take hold of our belt because we're going to grab that foot and send that leg out. So we could be holding our belt now. We could have our right hand on something. Holding that leg out. Use your breath. Maybe leg to the side. Maybe right arm out. Don't worry if you wobble, if you fall. Remember, we do that day to day in our life. We're just going to embrace the challenge. This is when we grow. This is when we get stronger. Draw that leg in. Hold it up. We could be supporting the back of that knee if it feels too much. If not, we draw the arms up. We can feel this in our core. I'm wobbling too, don't worry. Last breath. We draw the knee in. We give it a little squeeze, maybe that foot a little roll. And we plant the leg down. We're going to take an inhale in. Take a squeeze of that right knee. That foot is going on top of the thigh. We're coming back into that imaginary chair. We could be reaching for a little bit of support here. You're probably not liking me much this morning with this balance, but it makes us stronger. Really strengthening all the leg muscles. Another breath here, maybe going a little lower. Inhale, we come up, we reach, we draw that knee back in. We're taking hold of our foot or our belt. Taking that leg out. Again, we could be holding under that knee. Out to the side. Maybe the arm too. Leg comes in. Option of holding it up or reaching the arms up. Again, we could have that support under the leg. Release down. Take your inhale in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Taking hold behind the legs or even bringing your hands under your feet as you fold a little deeper. Breath is long. Maybe even coming back to that breath. Might have been coming in a little faster with the balance of challenge, challenge of balance. Let's take another breath here. Inhale, let's roll it up. Step the legs wide. Take the arms out. Take a breath here. Let's twist over to our right side. But imagine your hips are not moving, just your upper body. Your right arm is going up, your left arm is down. Start to drop your right arm down so you fold completely towards your right leg. Maybe holding the back of the leg. Keep drawing deeper. Your body will guide you. Inhaling, exhaling. Another breath here. Use the core to come up. Take the arms out. Inhale. Let's twist. Remember, lower body's not moving, just that upper body. Reaching now towards that left ankle. Left arm is up. We're looking towards our left thumb, really twisting through the upper back. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, start to send that left arm down. We're folding left leg. Taking hold of the back of the leg or dropping the hands to the mat. Keep using the breath. Inhaling, exhaling, one more breath. We're coming back up. If you're finishing at 7, we're going to just take one last stretch. Pull the arms back, squeeze the shoulders, exhale, fold. Two more breaths. So those that are finishing, it is now 7 o'clock. So you might want to drop your hands now. Slowly roll yourself up. Everyone else, we're going to come up too, but we're going to obviously continue. So we're just going to take that breath in. And we're going to exhale to our heart. Let's turn the right foot out. Start to bend into the right knee. Maybe sinking deep, maybe staying high, maybe lifting away the toes of that left side. We're listening to our body. We could have our hands on our block. Keep breathing into that tightness. We're going to hold a little longer, allowing that tension to release. Keep breathing into it. Last breath here. Very good, everyone. Let's challenge, push ourselves back up without using our hands. Turn the toes back in. Let's move straight onto that left side. So turn your left foot out slightly, start to bend into that left knee. Your body's going to tell you how far it wants to go this morning. This side's definitely tighter for me, so please allow for anything it's telling you. Keep holding and breathing. Don't be afraid to drop the hands to the ground if you need that support, or use your block. We're going to take 2 more breaths, really breathe into that tension. One more breath. Now I'm going to drop my hands down to come up. That side was tighter, or you just push up. We come back to the toes, pointing forwards. We're then going to turn both heels out, toes go out. We're bending into our goddess. We're going to open our arms out. Let's inhale, reach and straighten the legs. And then exhale, bend. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, bend it down. 1 more. Exhale. We're going to draw the right elbow in and just reach along with that left arm, but my elbow's not touching my leg. If I want to challenge myself further, I reach both arms out. I can feel this through the core, through the waist. My legs are like that tree trunk, stable and strong. I'm going to draw my right elbow in and then my left. Inhale, reach it back up again. And then exhale, bend. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, straightening the legs. Exhale. 1 more. And we're going to come into that left side. So optional, just that left elbow in, reaching along with that right arm or both arms. Make sure as we're reaching, we're not turning down. We still want to keep that opening up. Take another breath. I know those legs are feeling it. Come back to center. Last challenge. Lift up the right heel and the left. Find that balance. 2 breaths. I promise we're going to come down to the mat. Drop the heels. Reach it up. Turn the toes, send your hands into your lower back, just push the elbows back, maybe look up. Lovely chest opener. Take an inhale, both arms up. Last forward fold, bringing the hands now under the shoulders, let the head go. Imagine you're stepping your feet a little wider, you can do so. Spreading the feet, folding down. Let's take another few breaths here. One more breath. To come out, we're going to turn over to our left side or the front of your mat, whatever's facing forwards. Turn that foot and frame it. And then step back into a plank. Let's hold our plank for a moment. So you're facing towards the top of your mat. Drop the left knee down. Roll onto the left hand, take the right hand up and maybe that right leg. Option to pull back and hold that right foot. If you've taken hold, push into your hand. So it's a form of dancer pose. Stretching into that right arm as well. Release, right arm comes up and then it goes alongside the ear. So you're stretching your right leg right arm. Chest is open, so we're looking out to the side rather than down to our mat. And then lower. Draw that knee in. Take a cat-cow here. A few rounds through the back, the belly. Squeezing in and out. Last round. And we make our way back to table. Just remember to take that right foot a little bit out to the side to help with your balance as you take your left arm up, an option of that left leg. Always keep that left leg down as well. Maybe kicking back, holding that foot. If you've got hold, just pull away from that glute. So you feel that through the quads. Definitely more challenging this side for me this morning. And different things affect balance. How we sleep, what we've eaten. Let's let go, reach up and long with that left arm. Breathing into the belly. Last long stretch here. And then we start to lower knee and hand. Staying in that table, send your right hip over to the right and turn your gaze to the right. So you're going to feel it through the spine, through the neck. Come back to center, push your hip to the left. Turn your gaze to the left. And back to center. Let's come up onto our hands and our knees. Tuck the toes into the mat. We're going to come into camel. So we take that left arm back. We could bring our hand to our heel, or if we don't want to go too far, we could bring our hand to the back of the thigh and just come into a gentle version. We could reach that right arm up. We could also take that right arm back. So we've got both hands on our heels or the back of our legs. Send that chest high, maybe open into the throat. When we come out, we sit the glutes down and then we release. We're going to take a fold down into traditional Balasana, forehead down, arms alongside the legs. Just feel the shoulder blades spreading. We're going to roll back up. We're going to come onto our backs, but we want our yoga block. So have your block. Come down. Have a bend into the legs. A little bit of work before we move into some deeper stretches. So let's bring our left foot onto our yoga block. Our knees are bent. We're going to push up into bridge, so our arms alongside us, chin is slightly tucked in, and then with that option of taking that right leg up to the ceiling. Our left foot is on our block. If we want to make it stronger, we roll onto our left heel. We hold. So really feeling the lower body strengthening. Using that core to push you up. Take another breath. As you exhale, lower the spine with control. All the way down, using the core. Bring your right heel on top of your left knee. You can just push into that right knee a little. It's going to give you a slight stretch. And then release and draw that left knee in. So leg cradle, hands around the knee or the thigh, squeezing in. Relax your shoulders. Maybe even telling yourself a few times today to relax your shoulders. You hold so much tension there without being aware. Last few squeezes here on that exhale. Take that knee a little closer. And then we're going to release. We're going to move our block to our right foot. Left foot is on our yoga mat. If you just need to realign your spine, make sure you feel balanced, arms alongside you. So we start to push up into that bridge. The whole of our right foot is on our block. We then start to take that left leg up, like we're trying to stand on the ceiling above us. Option to come up onto that right heel as well, to intensify. You should be able to touch your left leg and feel those muscles working. It's an active stretch. Keep pushing into that glute, that heel, that left leg. Another breath here. Core is working. And when we exhale, we come down really slowly, so really use that core strength. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We're still not touching the mat. Slowly, slowly down. That's how slow we're going. Once you're there, left heel on the right knee, we can relax that right foot now. We push into that inner left knee just to give ourselves that little stretch. If you push into your left heel, you're going to feel it a little more. And then we're going to start to draw that right knee in. Use your breath on your exhale, take that squeeze a little deeper. A few more breaths. Slowly release. So I'm going to give you a couple of options. We could be in a double leg raise. Toes go up. We could even prop our block under our lower back. Or we could come into shoulder stand. So remember, if you're coming into shoulder stand, you want to support your back. You draw your knees in, you push up. Take a moment adjusting your arms into your back before you send your legs up. It's one pose, it's really hard to talk in, so it's better I talk before coming into it. And then once you're there, you can send your toes up in whatever version you've chosen. It might be that double leg raise, it might be that shoulder stand. We're going be holding, but of course there's that option to come out sooner if you need. If you're in shoulder stand, you might like to come into plow, halasana, where the feet go over the head, just an option. Slowly, if you want to come out, make sure that head, particularly if you're in shoulder stand, that head stays on the mat as you bend your knees in and you slowly lower your back down. Slow and controlled, just as we did in our bridge. Very nice, yes. Once you're there, just let everything go long. Same if you've been in your double leg raise, just remove your block now. We're going to come into a counter position called fish pose. So for fish, we bring our legs together. I like to bring my hands under my glutes, but you could also just have your fists on your hips, but I tend to bring my hands under my glutes, palms facing down. We roll up onto the crown of our heads, and then we just point the toes away. So it's a lovely one for the throat area. We just hold for a few breaths. It's that counter position of our shoulder stand. And then we roll the head back down to our mat. We're going to take a bend into the legs and draw both knees in. Holding the knees, maybe rolling through a circle. Into that lower back. Moving both ways. And then we're going to pop our feet back down onto our mat. We're going to grab our block again. Slide your block under your lower back, so it's widthways across your lower back and top of glutes. Once you come down onto it, if it doesn't feel okay, your hands are there, you can move it, you can adjust it. The idea is that you then feel comfortable to let your legs go long. Your arms maybe reach above you, or I prefer to cactus my arms, so choose what works. Really sinking your lower back, top of glutes into that block. It should feel good. You can always remove if not. Let the eyes close. Let that lower back sink and spread a little deeper. Awakening that stored energy at the base of the spine. Let's hold here. You can inhale through the nose and sigh out of the mouth. And once more. Take a bend back into both legs. We're going to draw in the right knee and just see if it feels okay to let that left leg go long for a moment. Just holding here. Drop the right foot to the mat. Draw in the left knee. And then see if it feels okay to let the right leg go long. Drop that left foot, right foot also to the mat, back into bridge. Push away from your block now, just slide it away. Hold the hips high, arms alongside you. We take an inhale, and it's a very slow exhale, placing the spine gently back down. Really slowly. Slow as you can go. Let the soles of the feet come together for a moment. Move the arms away from the body, palms facing up. Few breaths in butterfly. Hopefully feeling lighter and freer as you move into your day today. When you're ready, draw the knees back together. We are going to take rest in Savasana, so grab those layers or that blanket, support for the head or whatever you need. Lying down in Savasana, even if you want to drop more oil. Getting yourself comfortable. Adjusting everything now so you can be still. Being aware of your whole body lying in Savasana. In that deep gratitude for your whole body. Often we can put conditions of love on ourselves. Maybe saying we will love ourselves when we get fit or lose weight or get the job we want. We have to love ourselves right now. Even the parts that maybe we didn't feel proud of. So be aware of your whole body in Savasana. Allowing the lovely pink light now just to flow in. I'm going to finish by reading our blessing card that has come up again for us all. The angels want you to know that you have extra blessings around you right now. Perhaps you have recently experienced some challenges, or maybe you are currently asking for extra help. Either way, the angels surround you now with more divine love than ever. Additional angels are with you, giving you added love and light. And this card seeks to remind you that they are not gone and they cannot ever leave you. It is only our own fear that makes us blind and mute to the presence of our angels. So let your angels just lift away your fears. You are truly blessed and very, very loved. So we're going to start to bring a little bit of movement now back into our body. Easing our way gently to one side. Maybe rolling up now to seated. Take your time. We're going to finish our practice with one Om mantra. Let's inhale and begin. Bringing your hands to your heart once again, maybe being aware of all those blessings in your life right now. As we bow to Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.